Oh, that was
それでは
cute.
これよりオペレーションベルダンディ最終フェーズを開始する。
Mayuri and Daru turn to me and nod. Today is the last day of Kamima. Daru wanted to attend, of course, but a little begging convinced him to prioritize the operation. I take a look around the lab. These 20 days have seen a constant change. It's incredible to think that at one point, this lab had a whole 8 members. And now, we're back to 3. The memories we made. The experiences we shared. To save Mayuri, I will undo them all. There is sorrow in me, and guilt. I engrave them deep inside my heart. I'll never forget, I mustn't forget, these long, yet short summer days. But still, I chose to erase our memories. I chose to return everything to normal. Suza's mission is irrelevant. I'm not doing this for the future. As long as Mayuri lives, nothing else matters.
ダル、始めてくれ。
いいんだな。
ああ。
オキドキ。
Daru starts typing on the IBM 5100. It's already connected to his main computer. This will get us into CERN's central database, where they keep the data they mine with Echelon. There, we will locate the first email I sent on July 28th, and erase all trace of its existence. With this, I can reach the Beta world line. At last, Mayuri will be safe. I look at Mayuri. She's on the couch, sitting straight as a ramrod, with her grandmother's pocket watch pressed to her ear. She stays still, with her eyes closed. Whenever Mayuri wants to calm down, she listens to the sound of that pocket watch. Ever since we parted with Kurisu, Mayuri has said nothing about my choice. I guess she's come to terms with it, in her own way. The actual work I've left to Daru, no problem there. While waiting for him to finish, I walk into the development room. In the center of the room is the time leap machine. I squat down and gently brush my fingers against the microwave surface. It's cool to the touch. I've made irreplaceable friends because of this thing. And because of this thing, I've hurt them. But I don't want to blame the tool. It's how you use the tool that matters. And I've got to admit, it saved me more than once. But still, once this is over, I'll destroy the time leap machine. We must never make the same mistakes again.
オカリン、見つけた。マジであったぞこれ。
あったのか。俺が送った D メールが。
しっかり残ってるよ。
Daru points to a string of characters. My name is there, followed up by the message I wrote about Kurisu's death. 3 lines total, each 12 characters long. This data led CERN to our doorstep. At FB's instruction, Moeka and the Rounders attacked. If Suzaha is right, then by erasing this data, we will escape from Attractor Field Alpha, where CERN dominates the future. That will take us to Attractor Field Beta, to the Beta world line within its range of convergence, to a future without Mayuri's death. Mayuri is standing next to me, gazing intently at the monitor. She grasps my hand firmly.
大丈夫だ。
She looks anxious, so I pat her head to calm her down.
エンターキーを押せばデータは消せるようになってる。
Daru stands up and gestures to the open seat.
その儀式はオカリンに譲るわ。
I sit down and face the keyboard. This time it ends. Kurisu's fate floats through my mind. I close my eyes and take a deep breath. Goodbye, Kurisu. I slowly raise my right hand and extend my index finger.
勝利の時は来た!
Oh yes, time for a victory speech! Daru twitches at my cry.
この俺はあらゆる陰謀にも屈せず己の信念を貫きついにラグナロックを戦い抜いたのだ。この勝利のため我が手足となって戦ってくれた仲間たちに感謝を。
One press of this key, and Kurisu will die. I firmly grip my coat at the shoulder, where it has been stitched together with jagged pink thread.
訪れるのは俺が望んだ世界なり。
I wished for Mayuri to live, and Kurisu to die. That is the truth, and I must never forget it.
すべてはシュタインズゲートの選択である。
This is the choice of Okabe Rintaro.
エルプサイコングルー、世界は再構成される。
I swing down my finger and strike the enter key. Yeah, we did it! We did it! After a while, the spinning stops, and color gradually returns to the world. Reading Steiner activated. The world line has changed. I look around the room. Next to me is Daru. Behind me is Mayuri. I reach out to her, and she takes my hand with a smile. Everything is where it should be. It looks like nothing has changed at all. I gently touch my coat's shoulder, where Kurisu fixed a torn seam. It's gone. My coat isn't torn. The stitches, uneven from having been sewn in the dark, have disappeared. There's no trace of that ridiculous pink thread. I stand up and head to the development room. Underneath the table, the time leap machine. No. That's not the time leap machine. That's the phone wave, name subject to change. The upgrades Kurisu made are gone. Nothing has changed. This world is exactly the same. In all respects, save one. Kurisu was never here. I thought that I was prepared for this. But now that I'm face to face with the cruel consequence of my decision, I feel powerless, defeated. I want to cry.
おかり、どうしたの？
Mayuri runs up and grabs my arm.
なあ、マユリ。
なに？
ラボメンナンバー004は誰だっけ？
I need to ask. Even though I know what the answer will be.
004？おかりん、おかりん。ラボメンはね、おかりんとマユシーとダルくんの3人しかいないよ。
The tears come. I crumple to my knees and cover my face with my hands.
そうだな。このラボに4人目のラボメンなんていなかったよ。
Her existence was rejected by the world.
おかりん、何か悲しいことがあったんだね。
Mayuri rubs my back.
マユシーはね、おかりんの力になってあげたいよ。
I embrace Mayuri. I stifle my voice and cry.
おかりん、泣かないで。
マユリはどこにも行かないでくれ。ずっとそばにいてくれ。 むよ。
Mayuri tenderly strokes my head.
マユシーはずっと一緒だよ。これまでみたいにずっと。
All traces of Kurisu's existence has vanished. This proves that I have returned to my original world line. This is the world I struggled to reach. The world Suzaha traveled through time to create. A world where the future is free. Nothing has changed, and yet, this is my utopia. Now, okay, thoughts about this ending. So, this is ultimately what I expected to happen. The ending ended where I expected it to happen. I didn't expect Ocarina to tell Mayuri. That was unexpected, to say the least. And that little scene where they had their conversation together was unexpected. Oh man, and even knowing the ending, it still brings a few tears. Well, that was Mayuri's ending, obviously. And all we have left to do is Kurisu's ending and the true ending. And we are going to go for Kurisu's ending next. It might take me an extra day or two to make it because it's going to require me to go back through a considerable portion of the story to actually do it. Like, I am going to have to go back to Chapter 4 and do a lot of skipping, so it might take me a while to get through it. And the true ending's actually quite easy after that, I believe. It's only like one difference from Kurisu's ending. So, let me know what you guys thought. I was actually talking to somebody in the comments, and they told me that they feel like Mayuri's ending really is the true ending, because that's, you know, for lack of a better word, that's how it's supposed to go. You know, Kurisu was only ever there on borrowed time anyway. She was never really supposed to be there. You know, she was supposed to have died in the original world line. And the fact that she was there was kind of an anomaly. And I can respect that. As much as I like the true ending, I can respect that and I understand that. And I like Mayuri a lot. I used to not like her, but I like her a lot. So, yeah. I guess technically, while a lot of the other endings we had, there's more! The night of the 17th passed. The night of the 18th passed. And Mayuri still didn't die. I've kept a close watch for 3 days since then. There have been no attacks, no accidents, no sign that anything might happen. That was enough to convince me that Mayuri is safe. Together with Daru, I destroyed the phone wave in the IBN 5100. Although we have lost the ability to send emails, that is a small price to pay to stay below CERN's radar. Tenoji is downstairs in the Braun Tube workshop, watching TV on the 42-inch CRT like always. When I went to check out Radio Kaikan, I found it open for business as usual. A search of the internet turned up no mention of a satellite crash. Instead, I found a small article in the local section of a newspaper dated July 28th. It was a report on Kurisu's murder. There was no follow-up. The culprit is still at large. According to Daru, the police questioned me several times. It was I who discovered the body after all. Of course, I don't remember any of that. At any rate, Mayuri is still alive. I've accomplished what I set out to do. It's over.
Ocarina!
No, it's never over because we still have more. Mayuri emerges from the ticket gate, waving her hand as she runs my way. She weaves through the gaps between the shoppers and maids handing out leaflets. And when she gets to me, she looks at me with puppy dog eyes. What are you so sad about? I know, right? Mayuri doesn't answer me. She just strokes my cheek, gently, silently. She's crying, but doesn't seem to be sad. Rather, she seems overcome with emotion.
おかり、迎えに来てくれたんだね。
We did?
マユシーのこと、わざわざ待っててくれるなんて。
Yeah, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal.
そんなことでいちいち喜ぶな。
Mayuri wipes away her tears, making room for her shy, innocent smile.
あのね、マユシーはオカリンの人質から恋人にクラスチェン
I
ジ
guess
したんだよ
that's
ね。
true, isn't it?
いかにも。
I have no idea how to respond to such an embarrassing question. But she's right. Mayuri and I are officially a couple. After these long, painful 20 days, I finally noticed how important Mayuri is to me. Plus, she told me that she loved me.
よかった。夢じゃないんだ。
So, like before, she seems to be able to remember these things from the other world lines.
いいから、さっさとラボに行くぞ。こんな草暑いところに立っていたら日射病で死ぬ。
I start walking without waiting for Mayuri's response.
でもね、ラボだってすっごく暑いよ。
Not if you watch the movie, it isn't.
扇風機があるだけマシだ。それに喉が渇いた。ドクターペッパーで一服したい。
It's a Sunday. Despite the heat, I see plenty of shoppers laden with bags enjoying themselves on the streets of Akiba. I suddenly feel a void in my heart. Nothing about this town has changed. Yet, it feels like something is missing from my life. No doubt it's the gap that was left by Kurisu. But there's no such thing as a perfect future. That is a fantasy that nobody can realize. I mustn't forget. This is the future I wished for, fought for, and won. I have what is most important to me, Mayuri. I should be thankful for that. I am blessed far beyond the common man. I look beside me and realize that Mayuri's not there. I turn around. She's not there either.
Mayuri?
She's gone. She's always like this. Sometimes she just wanders off. Anxiety seizes my heart. Mayuri promised that she would never leave me. This world line is worthless without her.
Mayuri!
I shout her name at the top of my lungs. I search for her in the crowd, but it's too thick to see.
Mayuri!
ここにいるよ。
Oh, hi. That almost turned into a bad situation. I turn around to see Mayuri running towards me. In her hands is shaved ice.
オカリン、暑いって言ってたでしょ。だからね、一緒に食べようと思って。
驚かせるなよ。
I feel so relieved. I want to embrace that small body of hers. But we're in public, so I stop myself. I take the shaved ice and hold my empty hand out to Mayuri.
捕まっていろ。
Mayuri takes my hand. Her slender fingers intertwine with mine.
かき氷はラボまでお預けだ。路上で食べたら迷惑だろう。
It's gonna melt by the time you get back.
でもね、
Yeah,
溶けちゃうんじゃないかな。
you're going to have flavored water by the time you get back.
しょうがないだろう。
そっか。しょうがないよね。手をつないでたら食べられないもんね。
離さないぞ。俺は絶対に離さないからな。
マユシーだってね、離さないよ。
Mayuri puts just a little more strength into her grip. Love for her fills my heart. Suddenly, Mayuri looks up at Radio Kaikan.
ねえねえ、オカリン。あのね、起きているのに夢を見たことってある？
夢？それは白チュームというやつか。
そういう風に呼ぶの。オカリン物知りだね。
Well, I did go to high school.
ねそれが誰だかわからないんだけど、マユシーにはとても大切なお友達がいた気がするの。
You had a lot of important friends. We don't know some of them anymore.
何？
その大切なお友達のことを考えるとね、すごく切なくなって胸のあたりがキューってなるんだ。たまにね、声も聞こえるんだよ。
声って。
幸せになりなさいって。
は？
All of that was undone. I erased those memories, sacrificed them.
その人がそう言ってくれたからね。マユシーは今こうしてオカリンと一緒にいられるのかもしれないね。
Perhaps everybody remembers their experiences from other world lines. Those memories may be vague and tenuous, but they're there. They speak to us in the form of dreams, visions, and déjà vu.
もし会えたらありがとうって言いたいな。
I'm not the only one who remembers.
その人誰だったのかな。
きっと神様だ。
そっか、神様ありがとう。マユシーはとっても幸せです。
Mayuri looks up. She reaches out to the sky, like always. She shakes her hand with the stardust, twinkling beyond the coat of blue. I look up too, to hold back the tears. And on we walk, hand in hand. Mayuri, what'd you do with the shaved ice? No, you didn't throw it away, did you? Oh my gosh, she threw away the shaved ice. What a waste. What a waste. That was adorable though. Okay, so it looks like my little end of video speech was a little premature, but there you have it. I liked that. That was nice. And you know, if that was the only end, that would be a satisfying end, I can tell you what. But, no, we have 2 more endings. Yes, 2. Count them, 1, 2. And, we will be getting to those next time. Like I said, it's going to take me a little bit longer. So I will probably need like a day or 2 just to sit down and do it. And I'm going to do it in the fashion that I did 999, where any changes that I make to the story I will record and show you guys, and then I will proceed to skip everything else unimportant to the Kurisu end. So we will get to that next time, but thank you guys. Nope. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for more Steins Gate. Bye!